Hi guys, this is You Build It Sales Training, and it's specifically such, and I hope it helps. I think it will, but I was fascinated by this. Keegan got a client that I think he signed him today. Got contacted him 2 days ago and moving to Tulsa from Oklahoma City and had bought 10 acres and had good down payment and $100,000 or so, and was looking to build a house. And turns out he'd gone with You Build It before, and Keegan asked him about it. He said, well, we had a headache or two, but these things, it's happened. But at the end, we had really great equity, and I just thought I'd do it again, kind of deal. So I looked at Keegan, and he goes, well, that's great. And I just played it up. Sorry for those houses. We're under different managers, blah, blah. He did what he's supposed to do, and it's fantastic. And by the way, I know the client. I'll get there in a moment. Like the client. Always have. Great guy, or great enough, but I love everybody as a whole, so that's kind of easy. Here's the crazy part. He told me the guy's name, and it's one of the rare ones I know. I, of course, sold him the first time. He built back in 2009, sold in 08. I mean, it was like my second year in business. These folks signed, and if I'm honest with you, I think they signed earlier than that and probably built in 08 in all sincerity. But either way, I remember very distinctly, I remember they were alpaca farmers, all kinds of cute, fun stuff about them that I distinctly remember. And here's why I remember them so distinctly. All those complaints we have about the old angry things online and the knocks on us and they were the very first one I ever got. They were the only one I had for years. They're, to my knowledge, the only one of two I have that are from actual clients. This guy just got angry and ripped me and everything else. And I guarantee you it wasn't my fault. It was a really kind of classic one, and I won't forget because I had all my people working on fixing it. And it was one of those where the answer was so easy, so cakewalk, like a cute action movie where the guy just saw it, boom, whatever. I mean, it's just so easy. Why people weren't able to connect it, I don't know. But when I said, okay, bring me the stuff, it was like, well, guys, oversimplification. He was building, and his father had signed with us, and they were building exactly the same time. And they're working real hard to keep all the same trades and laborers and everything at the same time to keep their costs down. Dad's house was a lot bigger and fancier, of course. But the dad was in love with us and was so happy through all this 3-4 months of fighting and complaining they were having because, he was under budget and he was working real hard. Well, son's just not as good to me at tracking this stuff. We're doing what we can, follow through. And the son is like, man, he's angry. Oh, we're over budget. Now y'all misleading. Da, da, da. And so finally I'm like, I've had this. Bring me the docs. I'm going to look at this. Easiest thing in the world. You want to know what it was? Something was $19,000 over budget, which was a lot for him. It was like 10%. It was all lumber. I mean, it's like, wow, how did we miss lumber that bad? Anybody want to guess where Dad was under budget? And how much? Dad was actually $20,000 under budget, $1,000 more in lumber. This ain't hard, people. They dropped the lumber all at the same time. They did what they needed to. They had the right amount for each home, but they claimed to have dropped. One of the players says he dropped some of Dad's lumber at Junior's house. Junior got billed for Dad's lumber. When we got this fixed, here's what's crazy. You would think we would rotate and Junior's happy and Dad's mad, or actually you really would think they'd both be like, oh, well, this is great. We're happy. We're good. But no, Junior just got madder and the dad got mad to the point I ran into them when they were about to finish. They hadn't quite yet. They were like at paint, at a home show. And I mean, it was like they were coming crazy. I calmed them down because I'm like, dudes, we're in great shape. But either way, nothing but negative came from, paid off. Such is life. The number one thing that makes a happy client is equity. Service matters. Doing what you say matters. Providing matters. Using the manual matters. All these things matter. All these secrets matter. All these things come together. But here's the deal. You get at the end of the job and they have no equity, the odds of them being happy are pretty low. You get a client that's fought tooth and nail and had a hard day all the way through, but you get to the end and they've got 20% equity, they freaking love you. And all is forgiven and we're great. And as crazy as that is, it's true. Remember that as best you can. That is my sales advice for today. You want to sell and you want to sell again and you want to be able to get referrals and get additional. And yes, this is the ultimate extreme. I have plenty of others that are much gentler, but I thought this one was kind of fun. Provide equity. Two most important things, in my opinion. Number one, do what you say you're going to do. Number two, provide equity, which, by the way, is part of number one. You could just go back and say, remember number one, because we say we're going to provide equity. But that is the final end of the day. Was it a good wedding or a bad one? How'd the reception go? And the reception is how much equity did they have. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.